Hi folks, Matthew here doing another video for Star Citizen. A couple of weeks ago they released alpha version 1.1.2, which didn't add much in terms of new features and items and things, but one thing it did add was a tutorial mode, which I'd like to show you now. This video is going to be relatively commentary free. It's mostly just going to be me going through the motions, throw in a few opinions here and there, but mostly just let the story play itself out. So, basic flight training. We'll start from the beginning. No idea what that noise is.
Hey there, hustle on over.
I can't yet. Movement. When on foot, hold W to walk forward, S to walk backward, A to walk left, V to walk right, spacebar to continue. I'm going to switch to the gamepad, so that'll change shortly to more keypad-based controls. And as you keep hearing in my ear, Star Citizen's first fully voiced NPC is right here. This is our instructor.
I'm Lucas Baramsko, but everyone knows me as Gilly. I've served in 6 squadrons and qualified on almost a dozen ships. So if you put in the time, I'll get you on the path to dogfighting with the best of them. We're gonna set you up in the ship on the landing pad to your right. Hustle over and let's get going.
I like the ship's landing in the background. That does add a lot more life to the environment.
Move it, move it, move it!
When on foot, you must hold left stick to sprint whilst moving forward. That works. And our ship is a Aegis Dynamics Gladius, which is good because it covers 2 things, in that it's a very old ship, so that would be used for training new pilots, and has the new damage model, so it has the best of both worlds. When you are within range of and looking in the direction of an interactable object, a prompt will appear on screen. To interact with the object, press Y while the prompt is on the screen. Okay? Now the cockpit opens for us. Let's climb up. I love the clickety-clack sounds as the door closes up.
Aegis combat system activated. Systems green.
Alright, first things first. Take a look around your cockpit and familiarize yourself with the layout. It's imperative to quickly find and access specific controls. Last thing you want to be doing in a scrap is bringing up the instructions.
To look around your cockpit, push right stick in the direction you want to look. After a short time without input, your view will reset to the center.
You'll notice the majority of your systems are disabled. I'll be controlling when they're on and offline to simulate potential scenarios and combat situations. Let's get ready for takeoff. I'll do this step by step to show you how it's done. Look over at me and watch what I do. Systems, check. Engines, check. Tower, permission for launch.
Cleared for launch.
Copy that, tower. Alright, first I want to lift vertically until I'm just clear of the landing pad. Now that I'm clear, I can strafe forward onto the taxiway. Now I square my ship up with the ceiling doors, ready for a vertical takeoff. Once you're aligned, the tower will open the doors. That's it. Once I clear out, it'll be your turn.
Exterior doors closing.
Ready? I'm enabling your systems. We'll monitor your progress from up here.
Takeoff. When taking off from a governed landing zone, you should request permission by pressing Y. You can take off without permission by simply strafing up, but you may incur penalties. There are 2 takeoff modes. You begin in manual mode to automate the entire takeoff procedure. Engage the automated mode with right D-pad. This is disabled for basic training. Once clear of the landing zone and hangar, the landing system will disengage and you will regain full control of your ship. Alright, so I have to request permission to launch.
Cleared for launch.
A familiar voice in the tower. Strafing! Strafing is moving your ship up, down, left or right using only your maneuvering thrusters. You can do so by holding left trigger and right stick in the direction you wish to travel. To strafe forward, hold right shoulder button and left trigger, and backwards left shoulder button and left trigger. Strafing may be used mainly at slow speeds to make precise adjustments necessary when moving in the tight confines of hangars or landing zones, but expert pilots can also use it to avoid incoming fire or dodging oncoming obstacles. Alright, let's go up.
Nice. You're clear of the pad. Okay, now straight forward onto the taxiway. If you need it, the tower should have lit up your path. Make sure you don't pitch or roll. It'll be tough to get back into proper alignment. Don't align yourself with the middle of the doors. You'd be surprised how many crews forget that the cockpit is not the center of the ship. The tower will open the doors once you're lined up. You're lined up.
Push forward a little bit, and then up, slowly. Whoa, that's close. May have been a bit too far forward. Let's go back a bit.
Alignment's looking solid. Hold.
Interior doors close. Exterior doors open.
That's a good line, pilot. Great job. I haven't seen many pull one off on the first try. I've just enabled your targeting system. Use it to target me.
To cycle the focus of your target system through friendly radar contacts, press down. Targeted ships appear in the top right corner of your combat HUD and display the name, distance from, and a holographic projection of the ship displaying shield status and damage state.
When you're shooting a target, you'll want to keep your speed as close to theirs as possible. Give it a shot. Make sure I'm targeted and hit match speed.
Match speed. When behind a target, you can match their speed by pressing right shoulder button, double tap. This allows you to pursue a target without worrying about overshooting or collision if it decelerates suddenly. Alright, double tap.
Great, you're locked on. Remember, this is an autopilot, so you still have to steer, but you'll notice that once you're locked, your computer will continue to monitor my speed and adjust. It doesn't matter if I speed up slowly or stop fast. That, my friend, is the Spire. Isn't she a beauty? Moving on. Now this is my favorite part of training. The axial roll.
Ah yes, the obligatory rolling maneuver.
So much fun. Rolling is a great way to orient your ship to fit through tight gaps or evade incoming fire. Now you give it a go.
You're able to roll your ship by holding left trigger and left stick. I do like the music, it's very Top Gun.
On me, rookie.
Oh. Don't know what happened there. Oh well. Roll.
Nice one.
There we
well,
go.
You seem to be able to handle your ship, so let's see if you can handle a bit of combat.
To increase the power of the main thrusters, you can throttle up by holding throttle axis. Throttling down, throttle axis will reduce power to the main thrusters, and your maneuvering thrusters will fight the momentum of your ship to slow it down. Seems reasonable?
Check your radar. You should have a contact. Don't worry, it's just a training drone. It handles just like the real thing, but its weapons are less than lethal. Saying that, they still pack a punch, so try not to take any hits if you don't have to.
Let's go a bit forward.
Use your targeting system to quickly target the closest enemy.
To focus your targeting system on the nearest enemy radar contact, press left. Pressing left.
Okay, now look at the top right of your HUD. You should see the target displayed. This will show real-time damage, shield status, and a few other things. Shields are drawn as panels floating around the ship. They'll shrink as they weaken until they disappear completely. At that point, your shots will hit the hull and cause lasting damage.
Your shields will protect the hull of your ship from damage from enemy projectiles and absorb some of the energy from ballistic projectiles. If they absorb more energy than they can dissipate, they will overload and go down for a short time, leaving your ship exposed. It is important you monitor the status of your shields. Your training ship has 4 shields, 4 aft, port and starboard. And if certain shields are taking more hits than others, consider rotating your ship so that different shield takes the hits. Seems reasonable.
Now your weapons are online. Line up your target and fire when you're ready.
To fire weapon group 1, hold right trigger. To fire weapon group 2, hold X. On your training ship, group 1 is ballistic weapon and group 2 is a pair of energy weapons. Okay?
Good shot. See its shields weakening on your hut? Yeah, it didn't like that. What are you waiting for? Go finish it off. Now you have a target. You'll have extra aim reticules. Those are predicted impact points, or pips. They'll show you where to shoot to hit a moving target. Notice you have multiple pips with varying lag. Each of those indicates a weapon on your ship. The computer's trying to compensate for the varying speeds between your ballistic and energy projectiles.
With a target focused, your ship's targeting system will try and predict where you need to fire to hit the target with each of your weapons. It does so by extending pips, predicted impact points from your line of sight reticule. Each pip corresponds to a weapon and indicates where its projectiles will intercept, given the distance and velocity of the target. Pips are only predicted, so if your target is far away, it may alter velocity and avoid the projectile. As a general rule, ballistic projectiles will take longer to reach a target than an energy projectile, therefore their pips will be projected further ahead. Seems entirely reasonable.
Good hit. Keep firing. Pressure. Its shields are down. Finish it off with a missile.
Missiles can only lock on the focus of your targeting system. Different missiles have different lock-on times and requirements. But as a general rule, the target in front of your ship, press Y to begin acquiring lock-on. The enemy ship will receive a warning tone to signal that the ship is attempting to lock on. It is possible to lock multiple missiles onto a single target. You can do this by pressing Y multiple times. The type and amount of missiles stacked will be shown beside the targeted ship. Dumbfire missiles need no lock and fire instantly, but have no tracking capability. Heat-seeking missiles require the target to remain in front of the ship for an amount of time dictated by several factors, including your distance from the target and their infrared emissions. Cross-section missiles, like the type your ship is armed with, focuses its tracking on the ship's size and geometry, so the further away you are from the enemy, the harder it is for the missile to track. So we have cross-section missiles. Launching missiles. Once you have achieved missile lock, hold Y to fire all the missiles locked.
Missile locking sensors are on the nose, so keep your target in front of you long enough to lock on. Launch! Launch!
Whoa, that was
Good
close.
kill. On me, rookie. On me, let's go! Let's move on. Uh-oh. Looks like he had a friend. Take a look in your review camera.
To access your ship's review camera, hold left stick.
He's got locked. Missiles incoming. That hit took out your weapons. You'll have to hold out till they come back. Countermeasures are still online. Use them.
Countermeasures. When a missile is locked on your ship or an enemy is trying to achieve a missile lock, you can attempt to break the lock by using countermeasure. To fire a countermeasure, press left trigger and Y. The chaff explodes into a cloud of tiny filaments designed to confuse radar systems and break the lock of missiles with an electromagnetic lock-on system. You can cycle types of countermeasure by pressing X. It's keyboard X.
Last missile was heat-seeking, so equip your flares. Helpful tip, don't boost after dropping one. Boosted thrusters are much hotter than a flare. Flares have a short lifetime. Don't be too quick to fire them. Another pro tip, countermeasures are fired backwards, so never fly a missile head-on, launch countermeasure and expect it to work. Watch it, rookie. He's got locked. Missiles incoming.
Starboard shield under fire. Shields recharging. Shields up.
Is he in a landed state? He's in a landed state.
He's got lock. Missiles incoming.
Whoa.
Soccer shield under fire.
Come on, give me my weapons back.
Shields up.
He's got lock. Missiles incoming. Careful. These ships aren't cheap. Good. You got your guns back, but I'll need more time to get your missiles up. If the drone gets behind you, enter decoupled mode to disengage your main engines and allow you to spin your ship around while retaining your original vector.
Pressing left trigger and left stick will disable your main thruster, allowing your ship to rotate freely with maneuvering thrusters whilst maintaining its current momentum and trajectory. You can employ this technique if you have an enemy on your tail and wish to engage them without having to outmaneuver them first, but be aware that travelling through space facing the opposite direction is a dangerous tactic. Yep.
It's a great way to dissuade your pursuer, but make sure you check your path ahead first. Give it a try. Just remember to disengage when you're done. He's got lock. Missiles incoming. You got your missiles back. Take it out.
Let's accelerate. Never was any good with the pips.
Got locked. Missiles incoming. We're taking hits. Check your heart for shield and damage status.
Well, those both missed.
Shields recharging. Shields off. Missile locked.
Watch it, rookie.
No. They hit it, they didn't kill it.
Missiles incoming.
Proximity alert.
It's going closer. There he goes.
Good kill. We're heading back to the landing pad to restock and refuel for the final part of your training. On me, rookie. Waiting on you, kid.
I'm coming.
You did good back there, kid. Let me guess, you're an Arena Commander fan.
Nice reference.
This should be close enough.
Landing. To toggle your ship's landing system on and off, press left trigger and A. Once engaged, any available landing stones within radar range will display there as radar contacts, with the nearest automatically being focused. Be aware that engaging the landing system disables your combat targeting systems, meaning you will lose ability to fire and lock on missiles. So left trigger and A.
Once landing mode's active, your HUD's gonna swap out your combat systems for landing-specific functionality. You can cycle through available landing pads the same as cycling through targets.
To cycle through available landing stones, press down, or focus the nearest by pressing left.
Once you've targeted a landing pad, request permission to land.
Some landing zones require permission to land. To request permission to land on selected zone, press Y. If permission is granted, that zone will be assigned to you, preventing other ships from requesting the same landing zone. and your radar will be replaced by a landing helper which will guide you to the zone and provide feedback on your progress.
Go ahead and pick a landing pad.
So we hit Y.
The radar is replaced
Here we
by
are.
the landing system. It'll guide you to your pad and help you perform a safe landing. You can use the automatic ETL landing procedure or do the whole thing manually.
With the landing system enabled, there are 2 modes in which you can land. You'll begin in manual mode. To automate the landing procedure, you will engage automatic mode with right and fly over the landing zone. This will catch you and set you down safely, though not as quickly as if you were to master a manual landing. Okay?
Make sure your ship stays within the bounds of the pad, and keep your eye on your pitch and roll.
And slowing down. Forward. Alright. Pull back. What's the problem? There's something up with the line. Oh, nope. What if I... There we go. There we are. Facing the right orientation now. Come down, nice and gently. And touchdown.
Touchdown. Great work. While we're waiting, feel free to take a look at your ship's setup.
Ship pane. Pressing back will allow you to interact with the HUD by bringing up a cursor, allowing you to select specific components. You can navigate the HUD using up and select with A. There are 4 different information panes available to access. Overview, weapons, power and shield. Press back when you want to exit the HUD interaction mode. The overview pane gives you a general overview of the status of items attached to your ship's hardpoint. You can quickly toggle items on and off in this view. This is the default information pane displayed but can be accessed by pressing F1. The weapon pane gives you the ability to assign weapons into groups. To do this, select the group you want, 1, 2 or 3, and select the weapon you wish to add or remove from the group. This pane can be accessed by pressing F2. Power gives you the ability to alter your ship's total power distribution as well as distribution to individual components and groups. Reducing your power throttle will reduce the power to all components at the same time, shutting them down as their power allocation falls below minimum necessary to function. Reducing overall power usage will drastically reduce your electromagnetic signature but leave you vulnerable. The power allocation triangle gives you quick distribute power to specific groups on your ship. Generally these are set for G1 weapons, G2 for shields and G3 for engine, but can be user defined. To reset the power allocation triangle you need to hold down 0. This pane can be accessed by pressing F3. And the shield pane gives you the ability to allocate more power to specific shields. Your training ship has 4 shields, 4 aft, port and starboard. At the expense of other shields, this pane can be accessed by pressing F4.
In there you'll see your weapon groups, shield configuration, and power distribution. Now wouldn't mess around with them during training. Topped off. Let's get back out there. Take off when you're ready.
Alright.
Think you can stay on my tail? If you need to get up to top speed in a hurry, try boosting.
To overpower your ship's thrusters, hold B. This will increase your acceleration, but once your ship reaches its top speed, the effective boost will be negligible. Boosting also helps you perform sharp turns by overpowering your maneuvering thrusters to help you achieve a tighter turn. Your ship can store an amount of limited fuel, which is used up while boosting, though this is replenished as gases are collected during normal flight. It is important that you bear this in mind and only use boost in situations where it makes the most difference. Fair enough?
You can also use it to overpower your maneuvering thrusters in order to take tighter corners.
There are several techniques for improving cornering. The easiest method is to hold down boost and overpower your maneuvering thrusters to tighten your turn. Another method is to hold down space brake to reduce your throttle and then release when your ship is turning in the right direction, at which point your previous throttle will quickly be automatically applied. The most difficult technique to perform is to engage decouple mode, turn your ship sharply in the direction you want to go before disabling decouple mode and engaging your main thrusters once more.
You do have a limited amount that takes time to replenish, so don't go nuts with it. If you need to cut your speed in a hurry, use your space brake. It's much quicker than dialing back your engines, and the moment you let go of it, you'll automatically accelerate back up to your previous speed.
Space brake is used to rapidly slow your ship without the need to increase the throttle or counter its momentum. The moment space brake is released, the ship will throttle back up to the speed it was previously set. To use space brake, hold left and right shoulder buttons.
Think you could put all this together? Let's see.
No problem.
Still with me, kid? Good job. Now, one thing you need to understand. Every ship's outfitted with systems to look out for you. That last sharp turn, you probably felt your ship clamp down on the speed. That's your G-safe system kicking in. Making sure that you aren't taking too many G-forces and blacking out. If you need to get that extra edge in turning, you can disable G-safe, but be warned. An unconscious pilot turns to a dead one pretty quick.
G-safe is a safety feature which prevents you from performing maneuvers which would put your body through dangerous amounts of G-force by limiting the turn rate of your ship at high velocities. Caution, boosting will override G-safe for the duration. With G-safe disabled, you're able to pull off much tighter turns, but these put more stress on your body and possibly lead to loss of consciousness. G-safe is toggled by left trigger and right on the D-pad.
You also have ComStab, which adjusts your forward velocity so you can make controlled turns. Disabling ComStab will allow you to maintain your velocity in turns, but you will drift wider.
ComStab is a system which manages your ship's inertia in turns, tightening your turning circle and keeping your nose pointed where you expect it by the use of maneuvering thrusters. Without ComStab enabled during a turn, your ship will continue to drift along its previous trajectory, carrying you wide of your intended destination and requiring the use of advanced maneuvers such as decoupling and boost to maintain a good line. The downside of ComStab is that your ship will be slowed during the turns more than others using these advanced maneuvers. You can toggle ComStab by pressing left trigger and left on the D-pad.
Think fast. Still with me? All right. I'm a little impressed. Race you to the spire.
I'm already going at max speed.
Hold on. I've got contacts inbound. Contact. Bando fighter. Dead ahead. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. All your systems are active. This is a live fire encounter. Mark your target. Copy that. I got the other. Good luck.
Ah yes, the obligatory sci-fi. Oh, this is a training exercise. Oh no, wait, no it isn't! Yeah, it's a classic, but it works. It's a good way of adding tension, I guess. You go down now. Just a scavenger. Come on.
You're taking hits. Check your HUD for shield and damage status. Fire in controlled bursts. And give your weapons time to cool.
Almost
They'll
at it.
overheat.
Missile locked.
He's good.
Ease up. Your weapons are getting hot.
Shields recharging. Missile locked.
Yep, there we go.
Missile locked.
Hey, there we go.
Stay Stay sharp.
Oh, there's
Got
more of them.
hostiles inbound. Looks like there's a glaive in the mix. That glaive's a recognized ace. Enemy designation is tank. We're gonna have to work together to take it down. Target the glaive.
Pressing right will allow you to cycle the focus of your targeting system through all enemy radar contacts. To cycle through all contacts, enemy or otherwise, press down. Oh, somebody's got a lock on me. Come on, tear him to shreds. Yay, he's gone.
Good kill. Glaive's down. You're cleared to engage the rest. Good luck.
In worse state than I thought I was. This is what I get for not paying attention. And my missiles are all gone. Oh well. I got the glaive at least. Get in a bit closer. Come on. There he goes.
We're clear. Hell of a training session, huh?
Something's going wrong.
Radiation critical.
I'm getting
There we
erratic
go.
power spikes from your ship. They must have hit your power plant. Your ship's loaded with military intel, so we can't let it fall into enemy hands. You'll have to initiate self-destruct before you eject.
Initiating your ship self-destruct sequence should be a final resort. Once it has been activated, you have a short time sequence to exit the ship before the power plant overloads, causing devastating explosion. The sequence can be triggered on and off by pressing right alt and backspace. Right alt, backspace. In the event of your ship taking critical damage, it may be necessary to eject in order to save your life. You can do this by pressing right alt and L. Although you may have cheated death in the short term, you'll be left to contend with the dangers of space itself. Okay?
Come
Right
on,
alt,
bail out!
L.
Get out of there! Cutting it close there, kid. Let's get you back to base. First round's on me.
Ah, the cockpit's doing something weird. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching. My name's Matthew. You've been watching me play the Star Citizen tutorial. If you're interested in the game, you can find out more at robertspaceindustries.com. And thanks again for watching, and I shall see you in the verse.